all those.
That's a yellow. How is it hooked in? Does it get this go out to that?
So this camera comes in like a halftime show at the football season. Plug this in and hook the halftime show up. And the audio just comes in right here.
Come in from your mixer? No, but say you want to leave it here, you want to see your preview. You do. Oh, you have. Okay, yeah. Right, so you just come down to yeah. Yeah. It's a whole different skill set. Yeah. We have the same issue. Right now, what but it's wireless. But it's wireless. What makes it wireless? Is it the camera or is it the robot? The camera, is it built-in wireless? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask everyone to please stand and gentlemen remove your hats in honoring our nation for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Russ Coliseum for tonight's UIL Boys Bi-District Playoff Basketball game between the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the Palestine Wildcats. And now the starting lineups. First for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Number 0, Pam Kelly. Number 3, Javon Mayfield. Number 2, B. Brisbane. Number 15,
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to NETsn's Game 2 here in Rusk, Texas tonight. We've got another matchup, Corey. It's going to be a good one. We got Palestine and Chapel Hill.
On a Tuesday.
What do you think about this matchup? You got some keys for tonight's game?
Well, of course, I'm glad to be in the house back. We were already here, but that's in Chapel Hill and Palestine here. Both teams are really good. Wildcats coming in 20-11, 64 in the district, third place in the district this year. And, of course, you got Chapel Hill, co-runner-up, if you want to call it that, defending two-time district championship, but, co-district champions with Center, 20-7, 11-2. Listen, Palestine's a very well-coached basketball team. They've got some good victories, primarily over John Tyler this year. Rebounding is going to be very key going to be the big key for Palestine at this point. And I named this game Guards versus Goliaths because Palestine's got a three-headed monster in guards there, and Chapel Hill's going to be a lot bigger than Palestine. So rebound's going to be very important for Palestine's basketball game. And then, of course, use shot percentage. They want to take high shot percentages for Palestine. They want to attack the basket, get in the lane and score. Then, of course, they want to avoid pressure. Chapel Hill has a patented pressure defense that's kept them through the district, got them a district championship. So Palestine wants to avoid that.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money there. It's going to be interesting because we just saw two teams. Center squeaked away with a 63-62 win over Madisonville. So this one I don't think is going to be any different, Corey. It's going to be a battle back and forth. And again, speed versus size. If
the game is close, it's in Palestine's favor. And I will say this, Chapel Hill's size is dominant. They're going to be a dominant size. They may be one of the biggest teams in the region, if you ask me. So that's very important at this point. They want to use their size. One of the keys to Chapel Hill is they need to use their size to dominate the basketball game. That's very important at this point.
And here we go. As Chapel Hill wins the opening tip, they'll start with the ball going up towards the other end of the court here. Go inside to Kelly. Mayfield, three. A little bit short. Tyson Berry pulls down the rebound. Then in and out. Huddleston keeps it alive. Kelly, no. And Palestine secures the board.
A couple opportunities there.
A lot of good looks there for Chapel Hill.
And that rebounding is Chapel Hill's Achilles heel. If they get out rebound, if they lose.
Well, they just picked up about 4 or 5 rebounds to start the game.
Rebound is very important. If they can out-rebound, that's going to be the name of the game right there, if they can out-rebound Palestine.
Yeah, nice drive there by Deshaun Wilson, but good defense played by Chapel Hill, knocked it off his leg. And
absolutely.
Chapel Hill will get the ball back. Looks like Palestine is at a 1-2-2 zone, Corey, looks like.
Yeah, and that's another Achilles heel in Chapel Hill. They haven't played well in the zone all year. As it's one of their Achilles heels.
Well, if they go inside out, they can do some damage in the zone.
Yeah,
they've got the size to do so.
They've got to be patient. So they've got to play that. Like I said, Palestine's guards are a little bit better than Chapel Hill's guards, but Chapel Hill's bigs are better than Palestine's bigs. So it's guards versus bigs at this point.
Yeah, you got to force Kelly to shoot a jumper from that baseline. It's not really his game.
No,
it's a good defense by Palestine as they get out and cleaned up the glass there. So good job by Huddleston.
Way to run the break.
Mayfield up with a right hand. Javen Mayfield starts the scoring out for the Bulldogs.
Way to run the break. And that's another thing Chapel Hill wants to do. Here comes their pressure. They do want to trap. They do want to speed the tempo up. Good block.
Rejected by Kelly. They look to run. It's Brisbane. And he sets it back up. I like the way Brisbane came back. There wasn't anything there, so we just kind of set it back out. They'll look to try to get the ball inside to Huddleston here.
Yeah,
Travel. Yeah, he walked.
And I'm going to say this. Huddleston's too far away from the basket.
When he catches it originally.
He catches the basketball, and that's another Achilles heel too. If you're going to catch the ball, if you're that big, you're 6'6", 245 pounds, 250 pounds, you want to catch the ball close to the cylinder as possible.
Yeah, you want to get close to that block so you can make the guy pay, and Palestine breaks the press. Oh, fake behind the back pass, and a nice finish by Kamari Gibson, and he's going to go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Woo, that's that old school play, Corey.
Absolutely. That's Rajon Rondo is somewhere celebrating at that point because that's Rajon Rondo move.
Woo. So foul is charged to number 2 of Chapel Hill, Demetrius Brisbane, his first. And a completion of the three-point play by Gibson. So they're up 3-2 right now is Palestine.
I got to be patient here.
And Huddleston, he's kind of far out again, but he got it back out.
Good shot.
And nice block out by Gibson. Three-pointer up, and the bucket's good. What a three-point shot by Carlton Wiggins. Fouls charged to Chapel Hill's Demetrius Brisbane. Kevion Huddleston, his first. So
you're that far away from the basket. You have no reason to contest that.
There's no reason to jump at that, and that's a 4-point play. So you've got a 4-point play and a 3-point play in 2 possessions.
Right.
So let's see if Chapel can go inside. There's Huddleston. Nice move.
That's a very good move.
Nice move by Huddleston.
Now, that's a base. Now, if you've been listening to telecast, I don't like the baseline moves at all, but that's a short corner. It's not the full baseline. It's a short corner baseline.
He went strong with it, so I like it. And intercepted there by Kelly, and Brisbane looks to push.
Good pass. You got to shoot that.
Ooh, Mayfield had a shot at it. Tries to throw it into Huddleston. He kind of mistimed him there. And Gibson pushes. Gibson to the hole strong. No good. And now Brisbane looks to run. He lays it off to Kelly, and he finishes it off. So 2 straight field goals for Chapel Hill. They're right back in it.
And that's exactly what they want. They want to score and get right back into that press.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
can't give him that. And there's 2 fouls on
Kevion
Huddleston. Great job there by Wiggins to get around the corner. So we're probably going to see Adrian Mumphrey check in here pretty soon, and he's already at the table. So we'll see if Adrian Mumphrey, probably one of the best 6 men around in this area, Corey.
Yeah. I wouldn't press with Huddleston in the game. If I did, he'd be the last guy. He'd be the anchor.
Well, because he's got 2 fouls at this point. You don't want to risk getting him in foul trouble anymore. So
right, I wouldn't press him that far away from the basket. He's not going to move his feet like that. Not to say he can't.
Nice rebound by Abrams. And he's out of control. They're going to get him either a travel or an offensive foul, Corey. I don't know which one.
That's out of control possession right there.
Did they get the travel? I think it was.
I don't know. There was a lot of penalties there. There was over the back. There's a foul. There's a travel.
Take your pick.
Yeah, the referee called the one that stopped the play.
So 7-6 here. Palestine leads early, just about halfway through the first quarter. Ooh, Brisbane looking for Kelly there. Good idea.
It was a very good idea. If you want to throw that up, throw. All right.
And tried to get it inside to Kelly again. He couldn't hang on to it. Good defense there by Abrams.
The tilt is there. They have got the guy the big that catches the basketball, he's got to know that the dive has got to be there. And the guy at the top or at the key, he's got to dive.
So here we go. Full court pressure for Chapel Hill. Palestine hasn't had much issue with it so far.
Not at all. Like I said, their guards are apt, so they're okay.
Ooh, nice move. Woo. And draws a foul. Man, Wilson's got some quick moves, Corey.
Yeah, that's very good.
So another foul for Chapel Hill. Foul's going to be charged to number 3, Javen Mayfield. His fourth team foul of the half so far.
We've covered a lot of Chapel Hill games in the past. One of the Achilles heels have been fouls, been foul trouble. And if they go into their bench, they don't have enough guards with experience that they can handle that.
So they've got to play smart.
That's got to be smart. They've got to be smart.
2 for 2 at the line for Wilson. And Palestine.
And by any means, I'm not saying that they can't do it, but they have to be smart.
Yeah. Mayfield is going to draw some contact there and draw a foul. Foul charge to Palestine's number 4, Devin Cluess. His first team foul of the half. Brisbane drives up and under, nothing there.
He's got to get a big the ball. He's posting up. Give him the basketball.
And Wiggins collects. Again, shot up, short for Wilson. Rebound Chapel Hill. They look to run.
You got to shoot that.
Mayfield, baseline. No shot on the floor. He's going to draw a foul. Good job by Mayfield to drive. See who they charge that to. That's going to be on Abrams. His first, second team foul for Palestine.
I'd like to see Mayfield sit down in there and shoot that shot.
Mumphrey, nice off the glass move by Adrian Mumphrey, the 6'5" senior. He's got some great skills there, Corey.
Yeah.
He's going to be big tonight for Chapel Hill if they're going to pick up this win. Wilson, lob. Oh. A little high for Abrams. It's Brisbane. And ball deflected out.
That ball deflection has got to be there, but they're just a pass away. Palastine's just a little bit in the passing lane here and there, and they have it. It's just, Chapel Hill's got to make better decisions, or quicker decisions when they're doing that.
So Brisbane is going to take a seat, and Emory Creighton's going to check in, and something you don't see a whole lot of, the ball stuck in the rim.
That's the most depressing thing that happens in the game is you shoot it and you get stuck in between the rim.
Man. That means you shot a really soft shot,
right,
but didn't get rewarded. So Palestine will get the jump ball there. Chapel Hill, again, still in four-court pressure, as they'll probably do most of the night. Now, we'll say bringing Emory Creighton in is a great job. He does a great job on defense.
Good block.
Rejected by Kelly.
Another good
rejected by Mumphrey. They're throwing up some rejections inside.
It's a rebound.
Wilson, rebound out, top of the key.
Another rebound.
Another rebound. Palestine's on the glass right now. You talked about rebounding, Corey.
Rebound's very important. Chapel Hill's they've got to get possession after possession.
Wilson, jumper, and good job by Mumphrey blocking out and getting the board there.
There's nothing that drives a coach mad or crazy enough is when you play good defense and the offense gets a rebound. That's a big shot.
Creighton, three, a little long. What I was going to say about Creighton, he's a cross-country runner that can run all day.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to have him at the front of the press. You know he's not going to run out of energy.
Absolutely.
He could run all day long and not even break a sweat.
Right.
A lot of contact, and Barry's going to pick up. Oh, they're giving him a travel. Wow.
I don't know about that travel. I thought it was a push.
I think there was a foul.
I thought that was a push.
Barry got away with one there.
He did. He got away with that one.
Woo.
He definitely got away with that. That was definitely a foul.
Yeah. Either way, Palestine still up by 1, 9-8. Just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Lob. Ooh, a little high for Kelly. Couldn't connect. Good idea, just a little bit off target. Oh, wow. And they're going to get an offensive foul as Adrian Mumphrey's in perfect defensive position, Corey. I know you're snarking at me, but he's in perfect defensive position there.
It was not a good call. That was not a good call. You know that.
He sold it. Swinney School of Flops says he sold that one, and that's why I'm giving him at least a B.
Yeah, B for bad. That was not a very good.
Come on.
I mean, listen, I'm happy for the kid. He took the charge. He stuck his chin in there and taking it, but no, I'd be pissed off on Palestine.
That was charged to Perry Cole, his first.
The pass.
You know I'm all for the charge player, so
yeah.
I'm a little biased when it comes to that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I just want them to call what's right.
And a foul. Looks like they're going to call it on number 1. Going to go on Jordan Walker of Palestine, his first, 4th team foul. So the fouls have evened up here at 4 apiece. Barry's going to take a breather, and Jordan Ford will check in for Chapel Hill.
I missed that one.
So 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Turnover. Wilson with the left up and scores it. Deshaun Wilson has got 4 early here in this first quarter. Kelly, he stepped on the baseline, I think.
Telegraphed the pass.
So 14.2 left here in the first quarter, and Palestine will get maybe the last shot. I don't know. The way these teams are running tonight, it might not be. We'll see. Clock stuck on that top over there. Oh, there it goes. So here we go. We'll see what they get.
Now you got a trap.
Three. Shots got to go up. It's Wilson for three at the horn. Got it! Huge shot for Tashawn Wilson at the horn. Palestine 14-8 over Chapel Hill. We'll be right back on NETsn.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm fixed up to go, but thank y'all for sharing what you're doing. Appreciate it. Yeah, nice to meet you.
We're back here on NETsn as we start the second quarter with Chapel Hill the ball, and Adrian Mumphrey goes to work.
It's a big basket. Chapel Hill needed that basket in,
They
in the hardest way possible.
They definitely did the way that quarter ended with that big shot from Wilson.
Good hands.
Good hands by Mumphrey. There he is again, Corey. He's a key. Forward. Brisbane jumper, a little short. And Creighton going to pull down the rebound.
It's imperative that Chapel Hill scores in the half court. I know it's something that we discussed in the pregame. We discussed it enough during pregame, but Palestine's going to be in that zone, and Chapel Hill's got to find a way to attack that zone.
Brisbane, three, short. And rebound, Creighton cleans up the glass and scores it. So Emory Creighton, his first bucket there. A big one cuts the Palestine lead to 2. Chapel Hill with 4 straight here to start the quarter.
Get a trap right there.
Ooh, jumped the pass, got away with that one. 3 up. Off the mark, Kelly controls the rebound. Great job to stay with it by Cameron Kelly. Walker was poking away at it too, so.
It's a good shot.
3 up, Mumphrey, long. Oh, great hustle by Palestine. Saves it off of Ford and actually kept it in play.
Mumphrey had a good shot in the corner. You want to kind of take a little bit more time to make that shot.
Oh, another one, Corey. Another one stuck in the.
That doesn't happen all the time.
2 in one game.
Right, it didn't happen all the time.
How many times does that happen? Oh. Got a lot of soft touch tonight.
Right, Mumphrey's had that shot in the corner. He can get that any time, but those guards in the corner, they've got to stick that shot.
Yes.
If Palestine gives them that, they've got to make that shot in the corner.
Kevion Huddleston returns for the Bulldogs. Check comes back in and gives Cameron Kelly a breather. With the ball right in front of us here. Palestine's so quick at the guard play. They've just got some guys that are quick.
That's just one of the advantages that they've had is at the guard play.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Brisbane, 3. Big shot. Big shot by Brisbane.
That was a shot that they needed. That corner three-point shot. Stretch the defense out and make that shot.
Chapel Hill gets back ahead.
Good hands.
Oh, nice hands by Brisbane. And it's going to stay with Chapel Hill. Great job by the sophomore Brisbane in his second year on the varsity squad. These are good minutes they're getting with. They're giving Barry a breather.
That's some good
giving
minutes for
Javen Mayfield.
guards
Yeah,
exactly.
They're going to need it tonight because Palestine's just got so many good guards.
Exactly.
Creighton drives.
Yeah, it's not a very good possession.
he got lost there. He was going to pass it, but no one was there. Wilson goes strong to the hole like a man. Oh, man.
It's a good drive.
Wilson, I bet Wilson and Evans had some battles in district play, Corey.
Yeah, they had to.
Because they're very similar in style. Both of them got the left hand, and they like to go the hole so strong. That foul's charged to Emory Creighton of Chapel Hill, his first 5th-team foul of the half.
It's not a good possession if you don't end it with a free throw or made basket.
Yeah.
So if they're going to give them to you when it's a free throw.
It's
so
free.
If
It is free.
If they're going to give them to you, you have to capitalize on that. They haven't done it this far.
And there is a video feed available for those of you who are watching the YouTube NFHS network. There's a subscription of, I think it's $11 or $12, but it's a lot of playoff basketball on there. Not just this game. We'll have other games as well on there. It'll go, if you do the month subscription, it's going to take you all the way up until the into the playoff season. So, so go ahead and do that. Get the video feed if you'd like to. If not, you don't want to do that, listen to us. And we'll keep you updated. We'll have the scoreboard live. This broadcast tonight is sponsored by Welch Holdings and Investment Properties. I'd like to thank them for the support this season. So we appreciate those guys.
It's interesting. 15-15, 5:37 left in the second quarter. Both games have pretty much been exactly the same. Both teams, if all 4 teams pretty much done exactly what I figured they would do at this point. Like I said, Chapel Hill's either team's got to come out. They've got to execute in this second half, in the second quarter. They got to execute better.
Chapel Hill's, outscored them right now, 7-1, coming to tie it up here. So Tyson Berry returning to the game for the Bulldogs. He's flying in Brisbane, goes short, and Palestine collects the rebound. There's that guy Wilson again. He's all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to take that shot. Good pass.
Shot up, and rebound Palestine again. Drive, floater, off the mark, rebound Palestine. Bucket's good. That's Walker with his first bucket.
Rebounds. At some point in time, you got to sit on somebody's knees and go up with the shot.
Got to box somebody out.
Absolutely. As I say, sit on somebody's knees.
Brisbane, short. Mumphrey offensive rebound.
You got to go up with that. You got to go up stronger than that.
Yeah, he kind of got bumped a little bit, but they're not going to call that in this game.
Yeah, you got to trap him right there.
Ooh,
there you go.
Thrown away by Wilson. Great job by Chapel Hill's defense there.
Difference between that trap and any other trap is they trapped.
Yeah. And now you got Mayfield returning. So
exactly.
It's going to help the Bulldogs' efforts here.
Right now, if I'm Coach Johnson, Chapel Hill, I want to draw up a tilt or play that I can score a high percentage shot. Right now is the best opportunity to do that.
Mayfield, pull up. A little long. Huddleston rejected out.
Yeah, he's amongst the trees there. In that instance, Huddleston's got to pitch that back out. Mumphrey's not a bad three-point shooter. That's an inside-out three-pointer.
Yeah, he can hit those.
More than likely, it's probably going to go in. So you got to make that happen.
Oh, there it is.
And right on cue. Makes a
right on cue.
shot.
Man, it made you sound smart there, Corey.
Well, I'm pretty intelligent.
7 points for Mumphrey. I won't argue with that. You are. That's why we call you the coach. Drive. Wilson hangs and finishes. Deshaun Wilson with an incredible first half. Palestine steals it back.
Steal.
So Palestine up 19-18. We got a great one here in Rust.
The screen.
2 teams, both athletic, very similar. Chapel Hill with a little more size we talked about, but the guard play of Palestine so far has been big for them.
It's a big basket.
3-pointer the corner, all along, and Huddleston gets the rebound. And he pushes.
Pass. Gotta run
Brisbane
hard.
all the way in the bucket. No good. Huddleston follows it up, and the bucket's good.
I'm going to tell you what happened on that play in particular. Huddleston ran hard.
He ran the floor.
He ran the floor, and he ran hard. Good things happen to big men when they run the floor. He was able to get offensive rebound. Now, Brisbane, on the other hand, if you had a high flyer, you throw it off the glass. And, we've been a part of some basketball magic where that was the number one thing to do. You got your high flyer trail, and you toss it off the glass, baby. That's a highlight.
So that foul was charged to number 23 of Palestine, Perry Cole. his second, so he'll take a seat. I'm sorry, he stays on the floor. Another person took a seat. So he's got 2 fouls, so we'll watch that. We have 3 minutes left as Chapel Hill leads by 1. 3 up, in and out. Tip up by that aforementioned Perry Cole is good. Nice rebound. Nice controlled tip there, Corey. You don't see that a lot these days.
Not at all.
Kept it high off the glass.
There can be an instance where the pass.
Nice look. It's the big, the big.
Trying to get them to do.
It's the big pass. Huddleston to Kelly.
That's the tilt that I've been talking about for the longest right there. The big pass. You attack the way you went high.
I remember a quote.
Low.
The big pass. Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's supposed to happen that way. That means you're in sync.
And a moving screen they're going to get Palestine for, and that's going to be charged to number 3, John Denman.
That's the tilt.
First.
That's the tilt I was telling you about. That pass, the high-low pass. You got to know the guy's coming. You should get that every single time. It looks like Palestine's went man now.
Yep, we'll see the little defensive
Good
switch
play.
up.
Good elevator
Brisbane 3, a little short. And they're going to get a foul. A jump ball.
Actually,
I thought he might have got him around the arm, but they're going to. You like that call?
That's a good call.
I thought they might have had him wrapped in the arm, but referee had a better angle than we did.
The quicker you can get your hands in there, the better.
Gets it back to Barry. Barry. See if they give it to him. They got the block. Or they give him the bucket.
The ball went in. I don't know why they wouldn't give him the bucket.
I didn't see They did count the bucket by Demetrius Brisbane.
Anytime you see 2 down, that means the basket's good.
2 down.
2 down, the basket's good.
So that will count. We'll see. They got the foul on there.
Shout out to the official getting down there like a manager should and get the sweat up.
The foul went on Perry Cole. That's his 3rd. So 2 minutes to go here. Chapel Hill with a 3-point lead. Off the mark long, and so Palestine down 3 with the ball here.
Palestine's had time to get a stop or get a chance to score or draw up a play.
Nice spin.
The rebound.
The rebound by Huddleston. Gets it up to Mayfield. Mayfield up to Brisbane, and he walked with it. It's almost like he didn't know what he was going to do with it, whether he was going to shoot or pass it, and kind of that in-between caught him.
One of the best drills, the outlet drill. One of my favorite drills ever in basketball. You get it, pitch to the head. There's not a lot of dribbling. You just catch it.
It's pass, layup.
Pass.
Yeah. Three-pointer up. Good. Devin Cluis, his first points of the night and a big 3, and it ties it up at 24.
If I'm Chapel Hill, I go right inside. There's nothing else I'm doing at this point.
There's Huddleston.
Give it to Huddleston. Go right inside. Now.
There he is.
There you go.
It's a little late, but he got it there. Huddleston makes his move off the left shoulder. Kelly just rips it away, and he draws a foul. Great job by Cameron Kelly there. He just wanted it more there.
I'm going to keep clapping because that's the best inside possession they've had. Second to the other possession that they've had down there.
And they can have that every time.
They can have that every single. I would force them to do that every single time. You're not going to stop it. Like I said, it's guards versus Goliaths.
Yep.
They're bigger than you. You're bigger than them on the interior. Give them the basketball. Force them. They're double teaming Huddleston every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're double teaming. Anytime they have a double team on Huddleston, I'd float around and get a tilt every time.
And 1 for 2 at the line for Kelly. He's got 5 points. And with 1 minute to go, Chapel Hill up 1. See what Palestine does here. It's like a 4-low set. Looking for some guard cuts here.
You gotta watch how they slip the screen. That could come in handy later on.
You got Barry in a mismatch down here.
Yeah, that's what happens.
On Abrams.
That's what happens when you switch.
There it is. And they're going to get Barry on a.
Yeah, punish him down there.
That's a smart play by Palestine.
The only problem with Palestine, he's too far away from the basket. He's got to sit down in there a lot. I back up a little bit more and make sure I get closer to the cylinder, because as soon as you back him down, they're going to call a charge on you. So you want him a little bit shorter. But then again, if you're Chapel Hill, you got to recognize what they're doing and not switch on those plays.
So it's Barry's first foul, 16 foul. Oh, nice move there. Oh, good job by Abrams, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be, did they call it jump ball? Okay, jump ball.
That's a decent call. I'd okay with that.
They were both kind of fighting for it, so
that's a good
I'd
call.
rather that over a foul. So Palestine keeps possession on the jump ball. Abrams, no good, and Barry with a rebound. Mayfield, floater, no good. Huddleston, no good. Wilson on the run. Wilson all the way to the basket, draws contact, and he goes to the line. That was a foul. Mayfield got him on the body.
So I'm gonna tell you a secret.
You drive into the defender like that, you're gonna draw contact.
That was definitely that was a block too. That was 50-50.
Well, he got him low.
He did.
He got the ball, but he got him low with the body.
He did.
And it's not any detriment of the defense played by Mayfield. It was just a great job by Wilson to attack. When you attack, good things happen.
He's a left hand. He's a lefty.
Mm-hmm. Two lefties going at it there.
He's a lefty. It's hard to block a lefty.
When you're a lefty, you can block a lefty, right? Free throw's good there for Wilson.
It's a big possession.
There we go, and ball's loose. Palestine picks it up, 3 seconds. It's like at the horn off the glass. And that's going to do it for the first half here in Rusk as Palestine leads 26-25. Corey, thoughts of the first half?
Exactly how I thought it was going to end up. Rebounding is still going to be the key. Palestine's guards are very good. They've attacked the basket. They put Chapel Hill's guards in trouble as far as defensively and foul possession. So that's part of the game as well. But if you look at what Chapel's doing, they've had a couple of possessions where they've pounded the ball in the interior, and there was nothing what Palestine could do but foul. Chapel Hill's got to play off of that and play off of that type of play and keep going. I still think that this game is in hand, 26-25, Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill wants to win this basketball game. There's two things they need to do.
Go inside?
They need to score inside. If I'm Coach Johnson, my emphasis right now at this point, we need to have 40 paint touches.
Go inside, maybe rebound?
For 40 paint touches, rebound the basketball.
Are those your two?
Of course.
Oh, man, we know each other so well, Corey.
Rebounds one. But limit Palestine to one possession.
Yeah.
But also, I do want to score in the full court. They've had opportunities where they've misplaced, fumbled the basketball, traveled, turn the ball over. They've got to score in transition. Now, if you're Palestine on the other side, you want to limit Chapel Hill. Do exactly what you've been doing. Stay in the zone. You know, hey, if Chapel is going to force in there playing the zone, but I want to put more pressure on the guards. I want to make the guards beat us and not the bigs. Because if the guards can beat us, then we're okay. I'm okay with the guards beating us. I'm not letting you have a higher percentage shot. I'm not letting you maybe score 70%, but you can score 20%.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a break here in Rusk. We'll be back for the second half here as Palestine leads Chapel Hill 26-25 right here on NETsn. that cable. I'll give you a different one. Use that one down the other end. Don't use that one there.
And we are back in the second half. Chapel Hill leads 26-25 over Palestine here in the third quarter. But right on the inside, good play. There we go. Good job. Huddleston on the inbounds. 29-26 here for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs.
And just like you said, Corey, go big. And
Go
they
right-
went right inside.
Go right inside. It's a no-brainer.
They must have been listening.
Well, it's the obvious thing is to go inside. That's the most obvious one.
Deep three, short. And collision. Ooh, no
Could have
call.
been a foul there. I don't,
Let
the
that,
referee letting him play.
let him play.
Got him there.
Do you think that's a makeup call a little bit?
It definitely should have been a makeup call.
Because, I mean, there should have been a foul there on
That was
Wiggins.
definitely a foul.
And so the next time he touched the ball was that one of those calls that you could call almost every time with a little hesitation and dribbling. Yeah.
And here we go for Chapel Hill. Hey, high screen. Try to get him on the alley.
There he drive and
Good
scores
drive
it.
to take.
First points of the night for Tyson Berry, Corey. He needs to have a big second half for the Bulldogs.
Actually, he doesn't need to have a big second half.
But he does because he leads the team, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like his energy, if he can get going, will help the rest. As Huddleston pulls down the rebound and looks to push.
Huddleston and Kelly need to have the biggest half.
I agree. I just think as far as for energy-wise,
True.
Berry.
He needs to play good. He needs to play well.
Yeah.
And right now, if you're Huddleston, I want the ball. Give me the basketball right now.
He looks like he's
That's
trying
the double
to-
team. Good job.
There it
Good
is.
shot.
Mayfield the three.
Good rebound.
Huddleston goes up strong and draws contact. So good possession so far
was
for
great.
the Bulldogs.
That was absolutely a great play. They were so in tune on double teaming Huddleston, they left Mayfield wide open. And Mayfield's got to make that shot. Eventually's got to make that shot. But they were so worried about Huddleston being wide open. They were so worried about that double team. They just left him there.
So fouls charged to Palestine's Carlton Wiggins. His first team foul of the half.
And if I'm Coach Johnson, I'd almost say if you shoot a three-pointer, it better go in.
So free throw no good there. And we have a 29-26 lead. Chapel Hill's only 4 points of the half so far. Huddleston with rebound up to Mayfield. Mayfield up with a right hand on the right side by the lefty. Great job by Mayfield. A lot of players don't use that right hand if they're left-handed like that, Corey. It's a great job by Mayfield to keep it on his right hand, finish strong.
I think his dad and his mom would have got on him. That's
Oh, he's watching over here. He probably would have.
Good defense possession. I don't know if I would have switched there. As a carry.
Crossover shot off
Good
mark
rebound.
there for Gibson. Huddleston looking to go up to try to dunk it probably and
Good
lost
save.
it. It's back to him and he finishes it up. And an 8-0 run to start the half for Chapel Hill. Palestine is going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:28 left here in the third. Chapel Hill up 7 right here on NETsn. We're back here on NETsn as we got Corey singing. He's in a good mood this half, fellas. You got 5:28 and
Got the
Chapel
Top Gun soundtrack playing.
Chapel Hill's on an 8-0 run here to start the half, doing exactly what Coach Marshall and I agreed on at halftime, rebounding and getting it inside to the bigs.
Yeah, right now it's going to be really important. Let's see what Palestine does at this point. And now they've got a couple of set plays, and I like the misdirection there myself. But, you know, Palestine's got to regroup. They got to figure out what's going to work well with them. And I play good. See, now I just said earlier, that slip screen was going to come into play because I like that play. And boom, sure enough, they went right back to it.
Gibson buries a three. Brisbane trying to answer back.
rebound.
Kelly, nice rebound.
Go right back to it. Absolutely. Good.
Brisbane, and bucket's good. Nice find there as Brisbane finishes it off. He's got 7 points.
Like I said, I'm not shooting three-pointers. I'm attacking the basket. I'm scoring in the paint.
So
There's nothing else we need to do.
35-29.
That slip screen's there again.
Palestine's, they got several. They're drawing up some more plays here. A little pick and roll action here. They're trying to get a little mismatch, I think, on the switch. 3. Big shot from Wilson.
That's a big shot. That was a big possession by Palestine. Real big possession.
2 threes are kind of helping Palestine stay in this game right now. As Mayfield looks to follow up, and he answers. Javen Mayfield with a big 3. And we have a full timeout. Did you see the Chapel Hill or Chapel Hill called a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:02 left here in the third. They lead 38-32 right here on NETsn. Back here on NETsn, this Chapel Hill's lead is now 6, 38-32. 4:02 left here in the third quarter.
One of my favorite things is a game amongst coaches, the chess match amongst coaches.
Oh, and a turnover as Barry reads that one. Finds Mayfield. And 3 up. Mayfield. Back-to-back threes for Javen Mayfield. He's got 8 this half. 10 points overall. He's got to start
making those shots, and there he goes. Made 2 in a row. Good job. Sit down in there and make those shots. Good possession.
If they're going to give it to you.
Absolutely. Make them pay for it. Now, if you're Huddleston, you have no business being that far out.
There he goes. He's going to settle back down.
Yeah, you don't need to help. If you're that far out, you're helping. That's got to be a charge.
Yeah, it is. Great
That's
defense.
A very good call by the official.
Great defense by Barry. Foul charge to Kamari Gibson, his first.
Very good possession.
Yeah, Barry forced that one.
Yeah, he had his hands up. Up.
He did a great job of getting up in his chest, and as soon as the arm's extended, you sell a little bit, you take the little contact, and you bounce off of him and let the ref do the rest.
Coach Johnson, you got to draw up that one play that you got to stick it to him right now. They're already down by some points. You got to make them pay for it.
I'm looking for Mayfield again. He's been hot.
I think the ball goes inside out.
Ooh, that's off the mark there, and Palestine, looks like Wilson
good rebound.
Clearing everybody out. He says, my ball.
Yeah,
that's going to be another offensive foul. Great job by Javen Mayfield. Great defensive position there for Chapel Hill. So back-to-back offensive fouls drawn.
I'm going to say this. I like how aggressive their guards are. I really do. They're charges, but I like their because they've been coached to score. Mm-hmm. And you can tell if a guard's been coached to score because he's going to use it offense as much as he can. Mm-hmm. And they've been coached to score. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the officials are calling it. So now you've got to be able to make that one play.
You got to be able to move your feet and step in front of them and get there, beat them to the spot.
Absolutely. But I told you during the off break, with the pause there, I said they're not going to go back to that. I wouldn't go back to that flare screen. They haven't. So he's putting that in his back pocket. Chapel Hill was ready for it. They've been ready for it, but they hadn't gone back to it.
Will they be ready for it the next time he pulls it out of his pocket will be the question.
But that's the whole point about the chess match between coaches. You've got to know it's there.
Barry back out to Mayfield. Putting Barry there at the kind of the high post there. It's interesting. He pops back out. Ooh, nice hands there from Walker. Ooh, he traveled with it. Did they get it? Or did he get a foul?
It's got to be a foul.
Let's see.
Chapel Hill was kind of throwing the ball dead leg there.
Foul charge to number 2, Demetrius Brisbane.
Yeah, we're trying to throw the ball dead leg there. They got to get in there and attack a gap. But Huddleston's got to, I know he's trying to chase the ball a little bit. If he sees that Kelly is in the paint or if Kelly's backed up on the block, give a flash.
Yeah. So Brisbane picks up his second foul. First free throw good for Walker.
Chapel's got an 8-point lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Wouldn't be surprised if, they're not going to do it now.
So here we go. It's 41-33.
Yeah, now they're back into that 1-3-1 zone.
And Kelly's kind of floating in no man's land here in a minute. We're going to find him here shortly. Drive from Barry. Tough shot. A lot of contact, but they're not letting – they're not calling that.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Palestine kind of got away with it there. Got it all the way to the bucket. And it falls for Perry Cole. And I don't know what they just called there.
Technical foul.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on 23.
If it is, that's Cole's fourth. It'll be big momentum changer right there.
I know he's frustrated, but he can't do that. He can't let his frustration get the best of the game. I know that probably could have been a foul in this end. I know they're letting him play a little bit, but you can't let your frustrations get the best of you at that point.
So I'm waiting for the to be posted, but I believe it's on Cole. That would be his fourth. So Barry at the line, free throw, good. And it is.
Now from Coach Akuma Johnson at this point, I got to have something, I don't want to say something drawn up, but I want to have my best play. If they come out in zone, I'm looking at my point guard, Tyson. I'm telling them, listen, I'm giving him a hand signal, elbow or something, whatever the signal is. Get an alley, a tilt or something. We got to get a quick hitter at this point. Got a technical foul, a little frustrated. So let's see if we can make them, see if we can get a play going a little bit.
So Barry with the ball. Gonna get it down here to, could have been a travel there on Huddleston.
Yes.
And they're gonna get one there on Mumphrey.
That's why I said I let time out. I want to go right to my play. I gotta get a play at that point. I don't want to say that's the end all be all possession, but that's possession. If you're Coach Johnson, you want to have back a little bit.
Let's see what.
And they got a mismatch
Palestine,
in the paint.
3 up, no good.
Good
Mumphrey pulls down the rebound. Good rebound from Mumphrey. Huddleston's wide open. Couldn't get it to him. Ball still loose. Palestine picks it up. It's Wilson. Deflected. Back to Wilson. And the bucket's good. And all that ball bouncing all over the place. And it bounced to Wilson. And he was able to score and took a tough shot there at the end of the play.
We got both crowds here pretty hot. Referees are letting them play a little bit. And I agree. You definitely don't want them to play that much.
And it looks like the referee going to take a timeout here for injury. Hopefully Wilson's okay. Foul was charged to Emery Creighton of Chapel Hill, number 10. His second team foul. So that bucket puts Palestine down 6 now.
Yeah.
What are you looking for if you're both coaches here, Corey?
Well, right now if you're Palestine, you got to speed up the tempo a little bit. Of course, they're at the free throw line, so if they make the free throw, immediately I'm going to a trap or a press. A press or a trap, whatever comes first. I want to speed up the tempo a little bit because, as we know, it's a minute and 6 seconds left. I want to at least get the ball game at least tied or close to it. So I want to push that. If I'm telling my guys in the huddle, I want to push that right away. Let's increase the tempo. Maybe let's get a steal or two. I don't want to wait for them to trap. I want to attack the trap at that point. Now, if it goes Johnson telling them, hey, it's a minute and 6 left, nothing foul, no turnovers, anything like that. Let's come down here. Let's run what we have. You want to set up something where you can actually score in the last minute and 6.
Do you take the last shot if you're Coach Johnson?
I would definitely tell my team to take the last shot. If they come out in the zone, I'm not in a hurry.
Looks like Deshaun Wilson is up on his feet. It's a good sign. I think he just fell on his back.
He did. He fell on his back for sure.
Tough fall. We'll see if he can shoot the free throw.
And I hate that for a kid like that. He's been playing hard. He definitely going to come back in the game.
So here's that rule, Corey. Does the opposing coach still pick the free throw shooter in high school? I don't know
He might.
So they're asking. Looks like they haven't talked to Coach Johnson yet, so maybe they don't in high school.
Rule of thumb: if you're ever in a situation, you guys are listening, pay attention. Always pick the kid with the shooting at the end of the bench. He's got a shooting shirt on, or the highest number. They're the ones that's not warmed up. Probably the worst free throw shooter and a big.
I like that.
Never heard that before?
I don't know if I've heard it, but it makes sense. Definitely, though.
You don't want to You want to pick anybody that's got sweat on. You want to pick somebody that's cold.
Yeah. So free throw will be shot by number 4.
Nice free throw.
Devin Cluis, and he converts the free throw. So it's going to be 43-38, 106 to go. We'll see what Chapel Hill goes with here with just under a minute to go. Palestine still keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, there's nothing there but a trap.
Oh, nice look from Mayfield. Just couldn't quite get it to Huddleston.
I mean, the ball's there. If the ball's going to be there, the ball's going to be there at the end of the day. But I don't want to throw it up high. Don't throw it at his knees. Throw it up high.
I mean, Huddleston's 6'5", you know. Ford, 3, air ball. Mumphrey tried to hustle and get the rebound, and now Palestine looking to find a guard.
I'm going to tell you right now, it was not a good shot.
So you got 40 seconds to go. Palestine's got to get it across half court, and wow, that was a quick 10 seconds. Was that 10 seconds? That was
more like 4.5.
Man, that was the quickest. Although there was a lot of scrum. Did they count that whole time where there was been fighting for the ball?
I promise you wasn't counting. Somebody was yelling 10 seconds, and he looked up.
So here we go. Just over half a minute to go here in the third quarter. Chapel Hill with the ball. They're up 5. Huddleston's calling for it.
No. Somebody's open.
Skip pass, Mayfield. Berry,
Good
3.
play.
Good.
Good
Big
play.
shot by Tyson Berry.
Good play.
He's got 7 points all in this third quarter.
That was one of the better possessions. And because they weren't in a hurry, they
Deep
were able to
three
get that.
at the horn, in and out. And Gibson couldn't quite connect, and after 3, we had Chapel Hill 46, Palestine 38. We got a good one here. Stay here on NETsn.
Get right back to the 80s soundtrack. I love it.
We're back here for the fourth quarter in Rusk, Texas. We've got a good one here between two football district foes here, Chapel Hill and Palestine, matching up on the hardwood tonight.
They definitely know each other on the football field for sure.
And Chapel Hill will get the ball.
There's no love lost there in that category, I can assure you that.
No. Palestine probably remembers that comeback that they gave up against Chapel Hill this past football season as Palestine gets the steal. Gibson pushes. Gibson up and in and out, but draws the foul. Nice drive there by Kamari Gibson.
We've covered Chapel Hill numerous times, and I still want to tell Tyson Berry, you cannot dribble between two people. You know, I don't care how good. NBA players don't do that. Dwayne Wade's done it maybe, but it's Kyrie Irving maybe. But we're talking about a 1 in a million guy that could do it. Luka's too big to just dribble between two people. But it's not going to happen that way. You got to attack the gap, maybe escape dribble, and then give the ball up and pass it to the opposite side. You cannot dribble between two people. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so we've got Gibson at the line for 2. That foul was on Javen Mayfield of Chapel Hill, his third.
So, what does Palestine do at this point? We got the leading scorer coming back in the basketball game at this point. They're down by 7 points, 46-39. It's still, to me, it's still a little early to press, but I tell my team, he misses that.
So 46-39. Ford, floater, off the mark long, pulled down, nice rebound by Abrams.
He shot the ball when he's in the basketball games. I know he's not afraid to shoot it.
Ooh, and that's going to go nowhere. Tyson Berry was all over him on defense, and Brisbane's going to check back in for Ford, I imagine. And he is.
Brisbane's been out of the game for a while.
He should be well rested.
Yeah.
He's due to make a three. He had one earlier in the game, but he's had a couple misses. Mayfield, nice pass to Mumphrey, lost it, and Gibson has it. Mayfield comes from behind and takes it. And I think he stepped out. Good hustle by Javen Mayfield, and immediately Cameron Kelly comes in.
There's got to be a sign somewhere that says don't dribble here. And they don't see the sign. When you catch the ball, you cannot dribble in the zone. You can't dribble in the trap. Like, it doesn't work that way.
So Wilson has it up top, guarded by Barry. Pull up for Wilson. Off the mark,
Good
and
rebound.
Kelly had it and lost it.
Good attempt, good rebound.
Yeah.
Barry's got to be careful that knee-jerk reaction doesn't force the referee, the official, to call a foul.
Yeah, he's awful close on that contest.
Yeah, he's real close on that contest. And just enough they can get baited. Good drive.
Oh, up and under. Tough move there from
Good
Cole.
pass.
Brisbane all the way in, left hand. It's going to be a goaltend. No call. But that was a for sure goaltend. They're going to get a jump ball now. Man. I think that should have counted, Corey.
I tell you what, it didn't count, but I give him that effort. Whew, it didn't count. That definitely should have been a goaltend, but I don't care. We keep playing.
Brisbane.
Swing it.
Drive, kick out. Mayfield, three. Off the mark. Nice rebound by Cole.
I don't mind that shot, though. I don't mind that shot. He's open. I don't mind that shot.
Yeah. So here we go.
It's a little rush, but I don't mind that one.
Deep three. Off the mark. Rebound, Cole again. Cole Euros in his way into the lane. And Palestine takes the timeout.
Hey.
That was a nice move by Mr. Cole.
Hey.
It's a timeout. We'll take it with him. 6:01 left. 6:01 left. Here in Rusk, Chapel Hill still leads by 5 right here on NETsn. We're back here on NETsn. Brett Swinney, Corey Marshall alongside me. And Corey, we've had a couple of great games here in Rusk tonight, and it's going to be coming down to another close finish, it looks like here.
Yeah, it's like I said, if it's a close game, it favors Palestine, especially with the zone. But right now, and this is what Coach Kimber Johnson's going to draw up, they're not in a hurry at this point.
Make them come out.
Yeah, they make them come out of that zone a little bit, but you've got to pay. You've got to hold the basketball, and you've got to make good decisions with the basketball.
They could spread and get a lob on the backside if they.
Huddleston's there. And for this instance alone, I may I'd probably want to switch Huddleston and
put Kelly
on the baseline.
More athletic.
Absolutely.
Oh, good defense there. As Cole gets in there,
dribble the ball?
and Palestine comes up with a steal. It's Gibson. Over to his comrade Abrams. And the lead is 3, 5:11 left. Huddleston.
Good move.
Strong move. That's going to be a foul on Wiggins, I believe. We'll see to confirm that. It's a nice move by Huddleston, though.
And right at that point where Kelly got the basketball and he turned around, he dribbled it, that's exactly what Palestine wanted him to do.
So I guess they got John Denman and on that foul. That's his second. They're going to come back in with Wilson. So Huddleston misses the first. This is something I don't like. Why don't you put your guys down to rebound?
It's a strategy that they have. Everybody has it. Some people use it and misses both. But,
especially if you don't know if your free throw shooter is going to make it.
Yeah.
If you got a 90% guy, I agree, but I don't necessarily agree with that strategy.
Watch the slip screen. There it is right there.
There it is. They got the mismatch they want. There it is. Cole's got great position, but great defense by Javen Mayfield there, Corey.
They run the slip screen very well. I give Palestine a lot of credit for that. They run that slip screen very well.
Yeah. And said that Mayfield did just enough to kind of throw Cole off here. Palestine with a trap. Barry. Oh, that's not a good foul on Cole. He just lost himself the privilege of being in this game with a silly foul.
Yeah, it's not very smart. Hear me out. If I was Coach Johnson on defense, I'd show zone. I'd change up my defense a little bit, and I'd show zone. Shock them just a little bit. Change it up, go zone for a possession, see how that works on the defensive end.
So 46-43, 4:33 when Cole fouls out. We'll see if that makes any difference as Brisbane lines up a three in the corner, and he nails it. Big shot for Demetrius Brisbane.
And see, right here, while they're coming up right now, I go zone. They're not expecting it at this point, but I would have go zone right now at this point.
Wilson,
maybe just one possession.
Wilson's got Huddleston on. Well, he changed back, but he had Huddleston on him.
Yeah.
Three up. Long there for Wiggins. Rebound. No good. And Barry picks it up. Gets it up to Brisbane.
Pass.
Brisbane, left hand, in and out. Mumphrey hustles for the rebound. And they got a jump ball. Possession arrow, Chapel Hill. Wow. They are letting them play. So
honestly, that was a clean call.
It was
a clean call.
There was a lot of contact there. Sometimes they might have called that, but they're being consistent.
Yeah, that was a clean call.
So a 6-point game. Chapel Hill up 6. Drive. Huddleston steps over, bothers the shot. Brisbane picks it up. And did he step out? Yeah, he looks like he stepped out of bounds. Oh, wait. Did we get a timeout call before the step out? It looks like they did. What a timeout for Coach Johnson there, Corey. What timing.
I'm speechless.
So, full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:31 left. 6-point game here in Russ. Chapel Hill leads. Back here on NETsn is by district action here in Russ, Texas. As we got a battle here between the cats and the dogs.
So this is what we're doing in both huddles. If I'm coaching both huddles here.
Okay.
On Palestine, number one, I got to get my guys under composure. I can't let them be too emotional when they're out of the game at this point. But also, we got to speed up the tempo, so we got to press a little bit. If I'm Coach Johnson in Chapel Hill, I tell my guys, take a deep breath. We got to play these last 3 minutes because they're coming.
Yep. You got to take care of the ball. Got to pass through the traps and try to dribble through it. Deep pass from Brisbane to Barry. Over to Mumphrey. Lays it in for 2. That was a quarterback to receiver pass there, Corey.
And Coach Johnson does a good job of drawing up those inbound plays. He does a good job of drawing up those quick hitters.
That was almost like a football play.
Yeah. Well, was it the quarterback that threw it in?
Yeah, Brisbane, it was the Barry.
There you go.
Three-pointer up. Bang! Big shot there for Wiggins.
They called a timeout. It's a big shot.
And the lead is back to 5 with 3:08 left. See what timeout it is. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll just stay here on that one, Corey. Then we got 3:08, 5-point game.
3:08. Like I said, and if I'm coach, what's the Palestine coach name? If I'm coach, I don't know his name here.
Yeah.
I'm Palestine's head basketball coach.
It's Coach McCowan.
Coach McCowan. If I'm Coach McCowan in Palestine on the defensive end, I'd stick with I'd probably play man this possession and see exactly what we can get out of that. But I tell him, but you always want to have a man where, hey, if he comes over here, if this guy comes up, we're trapping him. If this guy comes, we're trapping him. If a certain guy gets the bat, if it gets below a certain point, you want to trap that guy. I would tell my team to do that. I wouldn't play zone, but I tell my team to do that because I think if they can get that play in, they can get a trap.
So ball inbounded to Barry. Gets it up to Brisbane. Brisbane gets it over to Kelly. Kind of a little mini lob there to Kelly, and he finishes.
He's just too athletic. That was going to go in regardless. He caught that
Wilson,
on the way down.
All the way in. Nice drive by Wilson. He draws a contact, and that's going to go on Mayfield, and that's his 4th.
Wilson does a good job of getting to the free throw line. Like I said, once again, you can tell Palestine's coach their guards up very well. They know how to score. That's the pedigree of a scoring point guard.
Here's the situation, Corey. You've got Mayfield with 4. If he fouls out, not saying that he's going to, do you go big with Mumphrey?
Yes.
And not put a guy that's not been playing very much for you this year?
Yes.
In the game, you do.
Go big with Mumphrey.
Because he can play like a guard.
He can play the 3.
He can handle it.
But like I said, I at this point, this is crazy. I show them zone. I would definitely show them a zone, a variation of a zone.
And Palestine picks up the rebound. Back out for 3. Short. Wiggins couldn't find it that time, and Huddleston passes it up to Brisbane and couldn't quite connect. So
you want that to be a good play, but I just,
And Wilson looks to speed the tempo. 2:35 left.
Watch for the slip screen here. Watch for the flare. It's going to come. They got a mismatch they want.
Nice drive. You got Barry isolated. No good. Huddleston yanks it away. Good rebound by Kevion Huddleston. Brisbane. There you go. Settle down. 6-point game. If you're Chapel Hill, you're in no hurry. Javen Mayfield kind of out of control in the lane, and Gibson takes it away. Gibson all the way, and the bucket's good. Kamari Gibson, coast to coast.
It's tough. It's tough.
And
I thought it should have been a foul.
Yeah, it was a lot of contact.
It was a lot of contact, but he ran right into him. I thought that was.
And Kevion Huddleston picks up his 3rd. But a nice job by Gibson. I mean, they didn't call it. He kept playing.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't call it, keep playing. You play through the whistle.
They have called the game pretty physical tonight. Yeah. And a free throw good from Gibson.
Definitely letting them play, so let them play.
Here we go, 53-50, 1 possession game, just under 2 minutes. We got a good one here. Hope
here goes that man defense right now by Palestine.
There it is. They go inside to Huddleston.
It's a good
he
move.
Goes baseline, kind of stopped up.
Good rebound.
Good rebound by Kelly, rejected by Gibson. Nice help side defense by Gibson there, Corey. Stepped over and helped his man out. see what Coach Johnson can draw up here on this inbound. Oh.
Good play. Good block.
Post to post screen and the foul.
It's a good play. It's a very good play.
So it's going to send Kevion Huddleston to the line, where he struggled tonight.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
the opportunity to make plays is
you're a
what
senior.
You
Here's a chance to put some distance between you and the other team here.
Yeah.
1:43 left. Up 3. And when it counts, he hits. Nothing but net. That foul was charged to Carlton Wiggins of Palestine, his second. So and in and out, and it's going to be he left the lane too early.
It's okay, good attempt.
So good hustle there by Huddleston. 54-50.
There you go, good.
Good trap, Gibson.
Good play, good call.
They're looking for a shot here. Gibson drives in, nobody's in the lane. Nice follow there by Abrams. And it's a 2-point game, 54-52. 1:20 left in the game. Here we go, Brisbane. He was moving. Bucket's good. Nice drive by Demetrius Brisbane. Good call there by the official.
That was a very good call. That was a very good call.
Good effort by Abrams, but he was still moving there, and that's going to be his second foul. More importantly, the bucket went in for Demetrius Brisbane. Brisbane's had a good game tonight. Got 12 points, looking to add to his point total here.
He's made some big shots in the second half and in the first half.
Well, he's not like he hadn't been in the big moments before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably played in more playoff games for Chapel Hill than most players have on any of the teams in the playoff.
Yeah.
You go 5 rounds deep, 2 years in a row in football, a couple rounds in basketball each year. And he got the shooter's touch on that one.
Is that fortuitous?
So 5-point game now, 57-52, 1:11 left. Here we go. To a Palestine. They're going to pick and roll. They're going to get Wilson.
Good job. They ran that slip screen that time. Chapel Hill didn't fall for us. So good job.
Yep. They're looking for their first open look they can get. Gibson. Oh, and he finishes. And here's that scenario we talked about. We'll see what happens. I think he's leaning towards Mumphrey. So that's going to be the 5th foul on Javen Mayfield. And like we said, he's going to go with Adrian Mumphrey, the 3-year starter. They're going to wait till they make him take him out. I don't know if they've even noticed yet that he's got. Wait a second. Did they call the foul on Barry?
I don't know what they did.
So they must have called it on Tyson Berry because that's his second on the board.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it had.
They just stopped the ball. What did they call it?
I don't know. 53.7 to go. He stopped the play. So here we go. If you're Palestine, who do you foul? At some point?
Huddleston.
Yeah, Huddleston or Kelly? I would say probably Huddleston.
Foul the guy with the largest number on the court.
Drive, Barry. Uh-oh. What did they call? I didn't see. What are we doing here?
What was the call?
I didn't see what was called. I'm not sure. It looks like the foul is on Gibson. They got it on the board for Gibson.
They call it a foul?
Yeah, a foul on Gibson for Palestine. And they're shooting 1 and 1, or 2. They're giving him 2 shots for Tyson Berry.
Brett, that was a bad call.
Hey, I don't know. Berry hits the first.
Brett, I'm telling you right now, that was a bad call.
I didn't see a foul.
I couldn't see the carry or travel that he had, but I didn't see a foul.
So Chapel Hill gets a break, 1 of 2 at the line, so it's a 3-point game. Ball over to Wilson. Wilson's going all the way. He's attacking the basket. Good drive. They're going to give him something there.
That's the makeup call. But there's the makeup call.
And that foul's going on Keyshawn Huddleston. And that's number 4 on Huddleston.
There's no way on God's green earth that wasn't a carry or a travel thing. I couldn't see it, but I know it was something because I heard the steps.
Yeah, well,
they called the blocking foul.
The way they reacted, I thought that Chapel Hill thought it was going to be on Berry.
Yeah.
And then Palestine erupted. It's going to be 2 shots for Tashawn Wilson, the senior. With 37.4 to go, Palestine trailing by 3. Free throw, in and out. Free throws, Corey, here we go. They're free, and he just gave one away there. He's got one more.
I'd be a little upset. Maybe it's a lot of pressure on the referees, the officials, late in the basketball game. Good shot.
Nothing but net there from Wilson. So Palestine trails by 2. Just about 30 seconds left here. I don't foul Berry. I make him give it up if I'm Palestine. Maybe send the trap. Give it there, now foul it. No, he didn't even call it. Oh, wow. He wrapped him up and no call.
So
they were trying to give a foul, right?
I'm gonna tell you what should have happened. If you're Coach Johnson, you're still up by 2 points. If that's the case with Tyson and Huddleston are right there, immediately I go to pick and roll. Like, we haven't ran it all night. You know what I'm saying? We haven't run it all night. That'd be my number 1 is to go ahead and go to pick and roll.
Well, we got 18.5 left here, Corey, and you got
18.5 left.
Man, it's just, I don't know.
Palestine doesn't do anything, but the only thing that they do at this point is
you know who I go
foul.
with pick and roll with?
Who's that?
Mumphrey.
Well, I would in that case, but Huddleston's on this side.
But I don't want Huddleston I don't want him in the play. No offense to Huddleston, but I don't want him touching the ball because I don't want him at the free throw line, right?
True, that's very true. But only reason why I said that was because he's already on the side, and the courts and the floor is balanced. And like I said,
you can put him anywhere you want now. You're drawing up whatever play you want.
Oh, of course, now you can.
No, I'm talking about right now.
I'm talking about previously before the timeout.
I'm coming out of this play. I'm going pick and roll with Mumphrey because he can do either.
I wouldn't do anything out of this play. I wouldn't do anything out of this play.
So you're just going to hold it, make him foul?
I'd make him foul me.
I don't know.
Because on that possession there, do you
trust your team to just, go around and throw the ball around and keep it?
Here's the problem. Like I said, it benefits Palestine because of their guards.
See, now here's the play. Why is Mumphrey not in the game here, Corey? He's got to be in the game right here. Ooh, throw into Berry deep, and they're going to force him to foul Berry. So foul's going to be on Gibson.
The foul was going to happen either way it goes.
That's his third. So Tyson Berry, the 5'8" senior guard, is going to have a chance to give us a pretty good cushion for Chapel Hill at this point. 2 free throws here would make it tough for Palestine. Not impossible, but would make it tough. First free throw is good.
Snappy makes this a 4-point lead. If you're Chapel Hill, like I said, I go zone. This is where I would go zone, and I'll tell them to block out. I'm not.
Berry, 2 for 2 at the line. And Palestine looking for a quick bucket here. Whatever they can get quick. Wilson, they're looking for a 3. Short. Berry rebounds. And that's probably going to do it. As Tyson Berry collects it, he jogs down to the other end to go shoot some free throws.
That's why I tell my team, if they're back that way and we're up by 4 points, they can't make a 4-pointer. So I tell them, you stand there and you play zone.
Just
and you stand there with your hands up.
Shoot,
if they shoot it, you get the rebound. That's all you do. You don't make any movements because I don't want them trying to get a play going or get an and one. No, I'm not. I'm just going to let them shoot the basketball and get a rebound.
Berry's free throw is good. Berry's been big here into this game hitting free throws.
Seniors,
now,
playoffs, free throws.
What did I tell you earlier? I said it was important for Berry to have a good half.
Yeah.
He had no points in the first half. He had a lot here in the second. It's going to send his Bulldogs onto the area round of the playoffs as they win 62-56. Corey, thoughts on this one?
You know, it's a very important basketball game, especially for the guys. No, these are district foes, obviously, for football. Very important for these kids to come out here and participate and play this game the right way. I'm gonna say if I'm Palestine, I'd be a little upset with some officiating calls at the end of the basketball game. It could have went both ways, but shout out to Coach Johnson. He rallied his troops at the end of the basketball game. He's got those guys there. They went inside the second half. They had to play inside out, and they did. I don't know how many points Huddleston had, but I hope he had a double-double.
Let's go over some points, Corey. How about that?
Yeah.
We got some stats. We'll go with the Chapel Hill Bulldogs that got the win tonight. Had a total of 62. We had Cameron Kelly had 7 points. Tyson Berry, all in the second half, had 12 points. Most importantly, 7 at the line. Made a lot of free throws.
That's very important.
Cashed those in, those freebies, what did it at the end. You had Demetrius Brisbane had 13 points. Javen Makefield had 10 points. Adrian Mumphrey in limited minutes had 9 points. Emery Creighton with 2. Kevion Huddleston had 9. That's going to wrap up the scoring.
Those are big minutes inside the paint there, and they needed all those minutes of rebounding. Of course, I didn't take into account the rebounding as well, but I'm pretty sure Chapel Hill may have edged them out on rebounding. But the points in the paint is very important.
Yeah.
And I knew that one of the reasons why they would win this basketball game, the Goliaths outdid the guards. Palestine's guards weren't able to score in the paint as much as they could. So that's very important in this game. But like I said, Palestine's guards are very tricky. I like some of the misdirection, some of the plays that Palestine had. I really like some of those. And what was the coach's name for Palestine? I can't remember his name.
McCowan.
Coach McCowan. Coach McCowan does a good job of drawing up misdirections. I don't know what year this is for Coach McCowan, give him another year or two in that system. He's got some college-level type scoring guards at that level that can play. I give him some time and let them mature in that offense. And, man, you can see – so I can see those guys scoring 16, 17 points a game and putting on some real pressure. But they're very well coached on that end, very athletic. Both teams are very, very athletic, but their guards could have won that game. But Chapel Hill's bigs tonight proved that they could score. And Huddleston scoring points in the paint. Brisbane had some nice layups. And then, of course, the free throws late. These three things are synonymous. Seniors, playoffs, free throws.
Yep.
All three of those things are synonymous. You can't have one without the other, especially in the playoffs. Seniors, free throws, playoffs.
Yep. I agree with you, Corey. Let's go over the points for the Palestine Wildcats. Short on the scoreboard, had 56 tonight. Start out with Deshaun Wilson. What a performance by Deshaun Wilson. He had 2, 4, 7, 19 points.
Yeah.
For the senior, Deshaun Wilson. We'll go out on that note. Had a great night. Jordan Walker had 3. Devin Cluis had 4. Kamari Gibson had a great night. He had 3, 6, 7, 13 points for Gibson. You had Abrams with 4. Wiggins had 7. And Perry Cole had 6. Now, we mentioned Perry Cole. What could have been for Palestine had Cole not been in foul trouble. He had the technical foul, and he had the silly foul there that fouled him out.
Yeah.
He was a big difference maker when he was in the game. He gave them that size, and he was a tough matchup for Chapel Hill because of we saw the Euro down the baseline, the skill level. And he's a junior, so he will be back. Hopefully he'll be able to take this game and look back and say, I can't take myself out of the game. My team needs me. Because you don't want to do that in that big of a game. No. So, I mean, but looking overall, we talked about it. When we picked these games to cover, we said these are going to be 4 evenly matched teams, and we wouldn't be surprised if any 4 of these came out with wins. And it could have any of these 4 teams could have won tonight.
It all came down to possessions at the end of the basketball game. So, as a fan, as a basketball fan, you love it. as a coach, you're probably thinking, I didn't take
you
my
add
blood
some
pressure
extra.
pill.
You add some extra gray hairs, or
Right.
so maybe you pull some hairs out, or
This is well, this is a family show. I'm not gonna say what you do at the end of the night if you're a coach, but at the end of the day, everybody has their preference. But you want to have some sauces. Hey, go home, maybe not watch a game, maybe watch Sports Center, do something. I mean, completely start with a blank slate, clear your mind of whatever happens. But most importantly, I tell my kids now in the locker room for Chapel, I tell my guys, game's over with, pack it up, put it away.
Yep.
Games are because there's a short football season. You got 7 days to prepare for the next team.
Yep.
Basketball, short turnaround. You won. Hey, compartmentalize it, touch the goal, touch the
Move
goal
on.
ball. Away.
Yeah, move on to the next
time
one.
to move on. It's 0-0, time to move on. This opponent's done. They're over with. Pack it up. There's stuff we got to do. There's some things we got to shore up. We've got to play better than we played tonight because you can't play the same way in the playoffs and continue to play. You have to continually get
you want to
better.
hit your stride and continue to get better each
Absolutely.
week. And the thing is, speaking of continuing to get better, we're going to continue to get better game score as we keep going. As these games don't get any, they get better as we go.
They do.
If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, if you're watching on NFHS, thanks for tuning in tonight. The thing you can do for us is you can go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got lots of great content, past content, future content, stuff to come. We got shows. We got things for everybody in Northeast
I don't
Texas.
want to listen to us. No, I'm just playing.
They might.
I'm just playing. Of
Also
course you
follow
wanna listen to us.
follow us on Twitter as well, NETsn_live. That way you'll know where we are, and so you'll know what games we're covering. We don't know what games we're covering yet. We're just going to pick some games out that we think are going to be really good ones to
We're
provide.
basketball junkies. We're going to pick the best games possible. These two games were very good basketball games.
Yeah, so far we were 2 for 2. Picked 2 good ones tonight. Bought them in one sitting. But yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in and watching us tonight. We'll wrap this up. And for Corey, I'm Bret. We'll catch you next time right here on NETsn as we had a final of Chapel Hill 62, Palestine 56, as Chapel Hill and Center representing District 17-4 and move on to the area round.
Hoops on a Tuesday.
We'll see you next time right here on NETsn. Good night, everyone.